So welcome back Zero Fighters and Card Fighters to another video. So today is Wednesday. Usually we do live stream update cover, so don't be alarmed with the thumbnail and title because we're actually gonna be talking about our new Neo Nectar deck that actually the event just ended today for me. And yeah, I got all the cards I need. I actually had a playset of every card I need, and then I needed one of the triple rare, each of the triple rares, but then I had enough crafting material to craft 2 triple rares. Then it was golden after that. So I made my Musketeer deck, but before I get into the deck, let me explain why I'm not doing a live stream update cover. So for Tuesday, the live stream update was there, but the live stream update since this week we're getting Phantom Blaster Aeon's release, which is VVT10. I think they showed a fight between the decks, and also they only revealed one card, which is an order card, which actually myself I don't have the translation yet because usually I check on YouTube to be honest for the translation or my friends, but then since there was only one card, the usual people I checked out there was no, and also I didn't want to cover only one card in a video. Like, can you imagine? What's up guys, let me show you this card 2 minutes later. Okay, that's pretty much it for today's video update. Nah. So instead, let's do a live my deck profile for Neo Nectar, because I've been really having some fun, and since the event just ended, I think it was a good time to talk about it. And also other deck and fight probably will be coming, but let's just get into the what is it called, the deck profile for the Neo Nectar deck for now. Yeah, I've grinded a lot of gems this event, and hopefully, and also actually I got one win. You know, if you should check out my last deck and fight video, which I will put it on the card on top right. That was really fun. That was like my last deck profile, and you can also check it out on my channel if you want. It was about my Gold Paladin deck profile. Funny thing is that I actually won with the Gold Paladin deck profile. So this is the deck Gold Paladin. If you should check out the video if you are interested in the Gold Paladin. I used the cards I had, so it wasn't complete, but Neo Nectar is complete. Oh wait, oops, actually then we went to build deck. So build deck, and then yeah, so you can click on the top right, and there should be a message that about the Gold Paladin deck profile. And then let's get into the Neo Nectar deck profile. Neo Nectar Musketeer, I named it like that because Musketeers. Fun fact is that the Musketeers, actually not Musketeers, but Neo Nectar is my first deck into Vanguard. So I was picking out a trial deck, and the first trial deck for Asha, which is GTD03, which came out in 2015. 2015 I think 2015, and then I picked it up because my friend, but funny thing is that my friend told me to not pick up the G deck because since Strike was a little bit complicated, but then I didn't really know, and honestly I wanted, because I found G really strong, I actually bought it, and then my friend like told me it's gonna be quite hard, but honestly I read the manual and it was really fun. So Neo Nectar is not super new to me, but it's not, I never played Musketeers, and then my Neo Nectar experience is not that I'm super good with it. Nah, I'm just like I know a thing or two about Neo Nectar basically, and then that's pretty much it. So yeah, we get into the Musketeers deck, and then also note that this Musketeer deck is really since Musketeer is quite xenophobic. So what it means is basically they use a lot of the archetype name, and they want you have to have the Musketeer key name to really work with the deck properly. So it might be similar to other content creators or other people who share their deck profiles. So it's not that I copy, I made this completely on my own. I did take a little bit of reference just to see how is it correct for me if I were to add more Musketeers. The more Musketeers the better, or a good amount of Musketeers and good amount of other cards. But turns out that Musketeer deck mostly need Musketeers because of how the Musketeer work. So triggers lineup is 4 draws, 5 stands, 4 heals. I have 4 draws personally because in Musketeers deck you don't really need too much draws because you actually have a consistent way to get the intercepts. And then if you can flood the board with Cecilia, which I will get into a little bit. And then the stand triggers are really good because you can go rear, then you Vanguard to face, and then you get 2 stand triggers and you can swing more damage. If you get one stand trigger is good, but two stand triggers are amazing. I never personally pulled two stand triggers yet also, but which is really good because you can swing unboosted, then you stand put already card, which would really hurt because even now Nova grapplers can't do that with Cat. Well, they can, but Beast DD, they have to use Beast DD, I think. Let's not talk about Nova grappler and let's get into the deck directly. So the grade 0 starter is a Musketeer also, that's why I really use her. So Broccolini, I still not that perfect at reading her name. Broccolini Musketeer Kira, 4k power, and then she has a skill where you counter blast 1 and you put to her soul to check the top 5 for a grade 2 into your hand. So remember, she's really good because first she's Musketeer. Second is that sometimes if you don't draw into Cecilia or this dragon, which is called Arbor's Dragon Sephiroth, you can be in a really big pickle because the enemy, you can't really, you don't explode its deck. You have to outplay your opponent by having more consistency. But if you don't have your main grade 3, you can't have perfect consistency. So Kira can help you in some situation where you can get a grade 3, but if not, at least she kind of helps you secure your grade 3 right, rather than staying on grade 2 because because twin drive and stuff. And then also, if you don't really, and then since she has Musketeer, you can also use her for a cost to retire her and call something else. So you can even like retire her and get a grade 3 or grade 2, which is insane plus for like in my perspective. And you can also call grade 1s if you want another booster, or even if you want a booster on the left column, you can retire her, then you call a grade 1 on the left side. And then yeah, so she just basically every Musketeer follows that, so I'll only explain it once, just to not repeat information. So for PGs, because PGs in Vanguard Zeros are important, I don't need to explain anymore. And then for the Lily Musketeer, Lily of the Valley Musketeer Rebecca. So she has a skill where you place a Vanguard Rearguard Circle, you counter blast 1 and retire one of your other Musketeer Rearguard. This is the thing about the Musketeer, so it really needs key name Musketeer, and you check the top 4 cards of you look at the top 4 cards and you call 1. Which if you see on first glance, I don't see the point, but honestly she's really good because she actually helps with Cecilia, with filling up the board with Cecilia, and also she is really good if accident click. Also calling new cards, you can also like replace Kira for a grade 2 for a counter blast. It's really good. And then you have the 10k hitter Water Lily Musketeer Root. So she has a skill where if you have a Musketeer Vanguard, she gains 3k in the front row if during a turn. So she's basically the K of Musketeers. And then 2 grade 1 self damagers, because Musketeer and also since this deck actually kinda wants limit break when it's needed, it wants limit break because you have Cecilia and Arboros. And then 1 Iris Knight, because we only have 3 different types of Musketeer right now, so he's just a 10k. I was thinking of adding Irimisu, but you can also put that if you want. You can put by actually any grade 2, but I prefer the 10k body because Irimisu, the problem is you have a 7k rear guard on your column, but then you don't want to retire him, but then you can't use him as a cost because he doesn't have Musketeers, and this is also grade 2, so like it's really confusing. So I prefer having the Iris Knight. Then for Augusto, because Musketeer, he has the skill like Bedivere, Cherry Blossom, Musketeer, Augusto. So during your turn, if your Vanguard is a Musketeer, this unit gains 3k, so it's a 12k hitter. Then Kaivan, Lily of the Valley Musketeer, Kaivan, and he has a skill similar to the what's her name, Rebecca. So she counter blast 1, so you retire one of the Musketeer rear cards, and then you look at the top 4 to call another Musketeer, which is also good because like I said, he has the same function as Root and to fill up the drop zone. Later when we go to Cecilia, you'll understand why we want to fill up the drop zone. And then we have 4 self damagers because limit break also, and then Musketeer. That's why it's really good. And then one of these, because front 9 Valkyrie Laurel, it's because I have like 12 grade 3s that I want, and you can actually put anything over there for the grade 3 for the last sort of the grade 3. I just prefer her because sometimes if the rear card circle, she can make 19k columns or 18k columns, but that's not the perfect number. It's not magical numbers, but it's not that bad at least. Or she can also, if you have at the right condition and have Sephiroth, you can have your boosters at 9k and 10k, then you can make a 22k column with her, which is also neat, but you don't really want to go to Sephiroth that often. Then let me get into these 4 because these are Musketeer, and I put heal triggers on her, him, Black Lily Musketeer Herman. So when this unit is boosted, it gets 3k. It only is here for the Musketeer key name and honestly the heal trigger. There is one fun tactic that I really like because of how many self damages you put in a deck. Sometimes when you damage deck heal triggers, you can put those heal triggers, so you can even like check 6 or 5 or more heal triggers in one game, which is really fun and neat. Like you can just surprise your opponent. And then Arbos Dragon Sephiroth, I'll save the best for the last. Limit Break 4, I already read the skill, so he gives all the units with all the units a skill, and if the unit has a copy of the unit in the rear card plus 3k. And then his skill, second skill is that you counter blast 2 to call a card with the same same card name as your rear card from your deck. And then your second skill is the Arboros. If you have the grade 2 plus 1k, but I don't play the grade 2 because not Musketeer. And also if I were to put it here, okay, kinda not. It's not necessary for me. And then you also stand triggers because you can multi attack. I don't think I've said it, but then the stand triggers are there to multi attack. I'll just say it, okay. And then White Lily Musketeer Cecilia. So this is the grade 3 boss unit for this deck. So she has both 2 skills, both of them once per turn. First skill is that you counter blast 1, limit break 4, counter blast 1, return 5 grade 2 or lower Musketeer. So this is the reason why you wanna have the drop zone filled with Musketeer. To call 2 White Lily Musketeer, 2 White Lily Musketeer Cecilia. So you call 2 more Cecilia and you generate them. So if you ask why do you have grade 2 or lower, just so you can put triggers, because if you were to be legit, if you want me to explain you why, imagine you have huge triggers on Cecilia. Can you imagine how if you keep spamming her skill, you can return those heal triggers back to the deck really often. And on top of that, if you heal, you counter charge basically. When you heal, you counter charge. And then when you keep counter charging, so you can re-spam the skill multiple times. So that the only is if she was to return any Musketeer, Musketeers will be tier 0. Will be like the best deck ever because of how much you heal. And the only way your opponent will play around it is to not give you limit break. But then you have so many self damagers that your opponent will have a hard time countering. So that's why you have to return grade 2 or lower Musketeer just to restrict her ability. If it wasn't, oh my god, Musketeers will be scary. Then second skill is that Vanguard's 1 per turn, you retire one of your Musketeer to look at the top 5, not 4, and call a Musketeer, any grade Musketeer, and you can also look at the top card for any Musketeer. Wait, did you have a restriction? No. So you call instead of 5, you call instead of checking 4, you check the top 5, and you also call 1 with only retiring once, but you can only use it once per turn. So yeah, and that's pretty much all the skills. Let me get into a match with this deck. Really fun, really enjoying it this season because I've been mixing up the decks, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So let's get into the fight. And for once, I'm actually legend 10 before the season end. I usually only during like 3 days before the season I would grind, but time to play with Neo Nectar. And also remember that this deck wants to outplay your opponent by having more consistency. That's the main goal of this deck. But remember that control decks can really mess up the gameplay of this deck because it's control decks. Narukami, Shadow Paladins, Kagero, Shadow Paladins, yeah, also. So yeah, they can really mess you up, and that's the only dangerous ones. Against other decks, it can really outplay by consistency because of how good the consistent cards are. As long as you have Cecilia, you're good to go. If you don't have Cecilia, sustain and survive until you have Cecilia, basically. And because Cecilia, remember that calling Originally, I thought Cecilia was bad because it said call to Cecilia. I thought from the deck. No, it was call to from your it just generates to. So you start your hand. You wanna put back this great tools. I wanna keep the 2 Kaivans. I would like to keep, but I would redraw it just to get the great one because I don't want. Okay, so that's good right now. So this is a good hand. So I confirm my right icon. Okay, we're fighting Zaishen. Oh no. Let's see if we can win. Right now I can give damage. So if Zaishen, I'll damage Zaishen because I mean I give damage so he can use Zaishen. Because my grade 0, you wanna retire it? Sure. I mean it's not really bad. If you don't retire it, I will. Okay, Cecilia again. So you don't want triggers in your hand. that's pretty much the another thing. You don't want triggers in your hand, but I think that goes for every clan. Gingaku, so he write Gingaku, nothing too crazy. Oh, a draw trigger. Okay, into a booster. I think I didn't have any boosters. Yep. The PGs are not what I consider boosters unless it's your final turn. No signs of dungarees or vermilions. But the fun thing about this deck is that the filtering. Sometimes you can also spam Cecilia. You know, funny thing is that Cecilia, you don't always want to call her to the front row. Sometimes you call her to the back row. So next turn you can actually retire her because you want intercepts in your front row. So I think he's planning to retire with Zaishen. Sure. Oh, Augusto. Oh yeah, I also remember. I also got 1 SP from the packs opening, which is really neat. Counter charge again. Yep. But was the retire worth it though? That's my question to you. Draw into another Kaivan. Riding Kaivan is fine then. I won't combo as much too early on, but actually call down Augusto to just push him to 3. Because sometimes what you wanna do is that you wanna rush them a little bit so they don't like, since you don't explode at the end game or anything, you don't explode, so you wanna steadily push him to the edge and push him to the corner, then get the winning, what is that, winning advantage basically. Oh, 2 draw triggers and a vermilions. I don't know if that's good or bad because they don't get their vermilions in, unless if they have one already. So I might do a Narukami deck profile also because I actually got a few of the Narukamis, but I'll do it like the Code Paladin one. It's not complete. It does not follow any profile, but it's fun, and I'll show it to you guys. You know, in the tournament, I actually won once with the Code Paladin. That's why I suggest you guys to check it out. It's on the top right of top left, which I don't know which way it is. Let's get into this, Cecilia. Okay. What would you call that? Oh, never mind. I thought heal trigger, right? Yep. They always use the Gin of the Lightning Flash as the heal triggers. Ooh, that's quite a pretty SP. Oh, Augustus. So I have 3 Musketeers in the column, back row. So let's right into Cecilia. Ooh, another PG, which is really neat. Right. Lily Musketeers. With why can't I say her name? So I called this down damage. Ooh, heal trigger. That's not what I want. For now, I'll retire Cecilia. Use her second skill. Wait, can I use Kaivan's skill on a crit? Oh yeah, I can use Kaivan's skill. Never mind. Oh, but the thing is that I might get a crit too. Yeah, so I will retire her. Ooh, I got Rebecca. Wait, let me see my drop zone. 3, 4. Check top 4 and call 1. I'll call her down just to like to counter charge more. Kinda counter charge, but not really. Ooh, Iris Knight. This is the thing. Like I might lay off on the Cecilia skill right now. I actually call this down. Rebecca. It's better to retire Rebecca. Kaivan. Okay, I actually got another Rebecca. Call it down. Filtering is fun. I'll not use the skill this time. Cecilia skill I'll pass. Also, the thing about the combo plays, remember that you have a timer in this game. So you might lose to the timer, you might forget about it. Okay, so the good thing about heal triggers also is that since they put they can heal. Since they put the cards into the drop zone, you can heal a Musketeer, which is really good because you can have easier access to Cecilia skill. So now I confirm that I will have 2 front row rear cards, at least 2 front row rear cards, depending on. But at least I have 2 Cecilias on my. Well, it depends on how they go offensive or not. But regardless, they're not gonna kill me, even if it's 2 turns, since I have 2 PGs. Even if they run crits. No way. Oh wait, Dungri can retire actually. So they might actually push me to 4, which I actually want to get pushed to 4. Please push me to 4. Okay, my Kaivan goes bye-bye. Gonna use the limit break again. No. Oh, do you not have a booster though? Oh, he does not have a booster, I think. Oh, that's so bad. That's sad. Since if they have boosters, their units are gonna attack me like most of the time. Oh no. This is not that bad. Okay, my heal, rip my heal. Oh, I just realized my heal didn't went back to the deck. So the good thing right now is that I can use Cecilia. If I can't use Cecilia, okay, self damager. Yes, thank you. Let me call this down. Self damage. Use Cecilia skill. So what I mean by the skill is here. So you return what you wanna target is the Kratos. Yes, because so you don't lose steam, and also you don't really deck out. You won't really deck out against. The good thing about the Musketeer deck. So right now I'll actually use the second skill. Retire this Cecilia. Check top 5. Do I have another counter blast? I have another counter blast. Call this down to retire the Cecilia and front row just to get more intercept. Then have to call a grade 1. Okay, a self damager because I wanna put back my heals. So at the end of turn I might put back my heals. That's the chance. And also, yeah, this is really good. Okay, it's my stand trigger. That's fine. That's fine. 15k rear card. 15k rear card. They got 1 PG. It's funny how we look like we're both 5 when I'm actually 3. I think I self damage twice, right? Yeah, I self damage twice. Pull a stand trigger and okay, nope. Still fine. They're losing by consistency quite well. Like, this is what I mean by consistency. Okay. Oh no, trigger. Okay, at least the stand trigger went back. See, now I have 2 more counter blast face up basically. Because of how you can't lose steam in this deck unless you lose all your counter blasts. But yeah, the only way you would lose steam is just losing counter blast. I love this animation for Vanguard Zero, man. Some are really neat. Some are like deserve more, but it's really good still. So anyways, how about you guys? I don't think I won't be opening Phantom Blaster Aeon because I actually don't need any card from that for my decks. So right now I'll just wish you luck on your pack openings, and hopefully you get the cards you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Oh, Kaivan again. But Kaivan will be using Cecilia's skill instead. Put 5 cards, see, you don't lose team. Also sometimes what you can do, if you feel like you just wanna feel like you're hacking the game just as a joke, so you put the grade 0 back and draw a grade 0. That's not allowed in Vanguard Zero. Well, it's not allowed, but like, you get the point. So I'll put this down so I can put a heal back. Damage check into a Kaivan. So with the open damage, I can always self damage myself and hopefully pull a heal or something. Swing it. I'll bash face and then get a stand this. Okay, no trigger. Well, grade 0 check. Oh, that's pretty much game. Wow. So I showed you pretty much how this deck works, and it's really fun. Sometimes you wanna call Cecilia in the back row because you want the intercepts. You don't always want a grade 3 in your front row because the Vanguard Zero. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the deck. And if you see that, I really have fun because I actually Neo Nectar brings a little bit of nostalgia for me, although it's not Musketeers. It's really fun. Like legit, all the decks that you play could be really fun. Oh, I'll rate it later. I already rated, but they give there's this notification when you rank up. Yeah, and that's pretty much the deck. And that I showed everything in that fight, which is really neat. And I actually thought that I would lose the control deck, but the guy didn't get his booster, so that was the advantage for me. So yeah, so I'll show you guys the deck profile again one more time if you guys wanna build it or something. You can also you might actually meet me grinding. I'll be grinding quite a bit this season just because I want some gems, because next set we will be getting Aqua Force, which is really cool. And also I have a lot of decks to play test also. So here's my deck profile if you wanna copy it. Also, if you want to ask which target cards do you want intercepts, if you have open damage and your cards are face down and those are triggers, you wanna go self damagers. If not, you go into Kaivan. But the best is the Augusto. If you wanna go offensive, Augusto. If you wanna put back triggers from your damage zone, try pull the self damagers. You don't really wanna pull this card. You want to pull one of these great ones because 7k, and also, well, if you want, you can put this, and this card can be really useful if your opponent's a control deck, because if you get this card, you have a 10k you red card attacker, which is also really neat. I didn't show you off that card, but that's pretty much it for today. So hopefully you guys are having as much fun as I am in Vanguard Zero. But that's pretty much it for today. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below on your thoughts of the deck profile. And also subscribe and like, and hit the notification bell and select all to get notified when my videos come out. And if you subscribe and like, I will appreciate it, and I will know that you guys want more videos like this. And yeah, so I'll be signing out here, guys. Thanks for watching. Also, if you want to see, you can check out my other deck profile and my videos on my channel. And you can also click on the top right where I will leave a card for my Gold Paladin deck profile. But that's it for me today. So I'll be signing out here, guys. Bye bye.